Hey, I'm Scottie and thanks for joining me. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to draw a face in 3/4 view using a really loose line and wash technique. And if proportions, general proportions, are challenging for you, then I've got some great tips to help you improve your sketching. So thanks for your comments in the last video about which view you'd like to see next. We're just doing loose sketching here, so we just need a general proportion. So once we've got those dots, those black dots, and we can swing that point down from this point, rotating around, and find a point to where the chin is. Then we've got a general proportion that we can draw the big shapes. And so what we want to find is a point here, hairline and chin. We can break that distance between the hairline and the chin to 3. So we put 2 dots and that sort of shows that line there. And then we put 2 dots for the nose. So you can draw this in pencil if you like. I'm just going to use my pen to draw a dot in the middle. Put a dot for this top point here. You can measure these out if you like. Got those 2 points there and 1. This 4th point you're bringing down to about there. 4 points to give us a general proportion for us to sketch around. Okay, so now we're starting off at this point. We're going to draw the hat around the top of this. Down around here, and around there. And you can see the forehead comes up all the way down, just behind the ear there. Lines here for the... Okay, so we can build our shapes down. So the ear comes out here, and then coming down about here, coming down there, and now that section of the hair at the back here, coming out there. Okay, so just sort of surrounding those shapes there. So that would be where the chin is, but because it's got his mouth open, just like we say here, we'll come down. It's only slightly open, so about there. Getting that shape. See how it comes in and then out. So coming in, shoulder is that collar. There's the beard and a line for the collar here. Sure, there's something there too. Okay, so I've got some rough outlines. I'm making my way to the face. You can see it's at a slight angle here. So I'm going to make sure that the center line of the face is at a slight angle. So got the hairline and the chin, hairline, chin, and then we want to make 2 lines in between to break it into 3. So we've got the 2 here. That comes down to where that point is there, not where the chin is open. So let's indicate where the eyebrows would go, just in there. And now the bottom of the nose, it's quite a big nostril. And then the nose goes out past that point and has a round. Okay, so we've got that position. Now we can draw the eyes. We can see the corner of the eyes here. It's about 2/3 up. About there, at an angle. So between those 2 points, 2/3 up and back a bit. Then the width of the eye, let's do the width first. That's about the width of the nose, so get that same width that we did the dots there. The same width as an eye is the gap between the points in the eye, but it's slightly less because it's turned around the corner. So 1 going up, a line here, and then 1 up on this side. This. So we've got sort of 3 lines there. Now we can draw these supporting lines around there. There's some wrinkles coming out from the eye. And now we need to get that shape of that eye. Just like in the reference. And then there's less light white space on this side. And also the pupil. Getting in some shapes here. I'm not doing this perfectly, these shapes. Just going around some of those dark areas. And so the hair is just silhouetting or outlining this shape, but leaving gaps and lots of little wispy lines for that hair, just to imply the hair. So now we go up between the bottom of the chin and this nose. We go up at 2/3, and then we put the corner of the mouth there. It's in line with that side of the nose, and on this side, just comes out a little bit. Okay, and then we draw the bottom of that top lip, like a U shape there. Okay, now there's also a wrinkle here, and a crease line across the top. But we've got to add the glasses, and we don't want to destroy what we've done. So let's make sure it's symmetrical. So start in the middle. The arms of the glasses are. So let's start out here. The end of the glasses about there somewhere. And then we come across that same angle. So now I know where to bring the arm across. And have a bit of an angle. So make sure you get that slight angle there. And then bring it across. Okay, and then let's draw the inside of the frames now. Okay, well there's the lines. I enjoyed doing that. That's really fun on this kind of a reference. Okay, so now the next reference here, we're going to do the same sort of dots here. Got a center point. Okay, so now we've got that structure. Let's make the outlines. So with this one, I'm not going to draw the hat first because it's a bit hard to see where that rim goes. I might just do this line here and try and get that shape of the face. So go up, finding these main shapes, Okay, then let's skip down to the chin. Sometimes it's easier just to move down here. Like this, I'm just looking at that silhouette there, and do the ear, and then have that earring. There you go, just that shoulder area. But our main aim is to get that shape of the face. We'll just draw, coming back around there, and looks like it comes about there. So I'm just looking at that. Let's draw the hat. This isn't going to be completely perfect. So between the hairline and the chin, there and there, we can have the thirds. So I can put 2 dots there, 2 dots here. And now we can draw the eyebrows, like that, and the bottom of the nose. So between the 2 dots, we go up 2/3 to the corner of the eye and maybe back a little bit. So there's a little bit of white there, but a lot more white on this side. And then join those lines up. Now, the glasses, of course. We can see here, it's right in the corner there. So that's where I can draw the arm of the glasses out to there. Can add quite a thickness on this side. Now we're going to move on to our next reference up the top corner here. And this one, we don't have a template. So it's going to be a little bit more challenging. Okay, so now we have the outside shapes. So we can go around. No, that's the skull here. So we can go around here like this. It comes down to this point here where we had that dot there. I can see that's where the hair is. So we've got those general shapes. We've got the hairline and the bottom of the chin. We can actually go into the face right now if you like, dividing that distance into 3. So 1 and then 2. Okay, so we've got the bottom of the nose, then we go the eye. So we've got up, 2/3 up, a nose width across, and then on this side the eye is a lot narrower, like this, and then the bottom. It's wrapping around the face. So we go up, and then it'll curve. And we can go down, get that shape here. It goes down straight, and then it comes back towards the corner of the mouth. And then hair. See how I do the lines? You go down and up, and you can twirl and twist. So let's draw the eye here. So sometimes it's easier to just draw the pupil first. I'm pretty happy with that. We've got 3 sketches. Can we make it 4 without having to scrap the whole page? I'll give it a go. So where's our next sketch? Let's go into the corner here. So we have, bring this point around here to about there. Now I know that that's where the back of the head is. I know the hair will come a bit higher than that. So you can leave a little break, something like that. And we'll go down to the chin and just get that general shape of what's happening there. Just sketch it in really quickly. A third, and then another third. Eyebrow might be there, and then we have the nose. Now we can go to the eye, so it's angling back this way, and then the width of the nose across, just slightly going away. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4. Should have 4 dots. And this one the same height, but a little bit more compacted. We can do the mouth, so coming up 2/3 to the bottom of the nose, but just out. And I've got this gap sort of around the nose like this, curving in, and then it straightens up for the chin. And the ear is approximately between the brow and the bottom of the nose, so we can draw that in. His eye about here. The eyebrow come. Okay, now for the glasses. Okay, so I go from, now the glasses go across here, and then it would be the same over here, and then we'll do the top line here, like a curve connecting them. Freckle there, and then up to there. So now we're going to add a light wash for all of these sketches. So I'll start with this one, and then I'll do the rest all in one. I can see there's a lot of light just on the front, just here, here, and here. So that's where I'll leave a little bit of white. Coming down, he's got lots of colour in it. And burnt umber could go across the top here. And we'll add some Paynes grey to that. To there. Might just make it a bit more interesting. So I'm leaving lots of white gaps. Can add some dabs around. Dark bluey grey. And if we add to this burnt sienna for his skin tone, some purple lake, we darken that up a little bit. The darker sections here, the dark section under the nose, always important. Ultramarine and Paynes grey, and just adding a little bit of shadow around here. The frames of his glasses, so I get more Paynes grey here. Now I'm going to leave that as a light wash and move on to the rest of these sketches here. The main areas of white for this person is just in the middle again, on the nose, on the cheekbones, the nose there, and then just below the eye. And then we can go around, I might just go around all of them. Just focus on light just on this side. A lot of light on this side of the face. It all comes down. We'll mix rose, alizarin, crimson, and let's make a beautiful colour for this. We're going to get some darker areas here We're going to get some more saturation. Let's do the eyes. Burn Umber, and we start at the top and drag it across like this. And then while we go down, adding Paynes grey into it. It's got dark shadow and it goes around. Say yellow ochre, maybe into that. Make sure we leave lots of white. And I'll dull that down. Colours are very dull at the moment, but we'll get into those. So we've got Paynes grey, just going around the frames. Burnt sienna and rose, permanent rose. And we've got a bit of a darker skin colour. The dark shade areas, we're going to add a bit of shadow. And under the bottom lip. And here on the other side of the eye. So keeping that side quite clear. Shadow just there with the pink of the lips. Now we can add some curls back here with our Posca pen. So I'm just glinting hair from the top. So that's how I draw a face in 3/4 view, using all the line work around dots that give you a bit of a guide. It's not perfect, it's just to help you give an impression, get the basic proportion right, and then it gives you freedom to sketch loosely on top. And then we go through the watercolor wash, just lightly splash on the watercolor wash with a bit of highlights. If you want to see the full version where I go through in real time and I talk through all the tips and steps, you can join my Patreon because I'll upload that there. Otherwise, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.